Welcome to my review of Zarana, something the cat finally dragged in, that cat being Amazon. Yes, I've got this character on pre-order in so many different places, it's kind of ridiculous. I was always curious about who was going to send it first. This one comes courtesy of Amazon, and the others I have, I tried for the whole GameStop thing, and they basically snubbed me and tricked me. Took my money, tied it up in the bank for like 10 days, and then was like, oh, yeah, we don't have this product anymore, so we're gonna like give you your money back and still keep this on pre-order. Great, thanks, buddy. Great. And then I have this on Big Bad Toy Store. Lord only knows when they'll ever ship. And I have it also on Amazon, on Hasbro Pulse, and they've actually already shipped out, but their shipping takes forever anyway. So I'm going to get their version next week, and I'm going to be curious because I want to see what hub number I end up getting out of all these. Now, the ones from GameStop I've been seeing were C3262, which is a whole different number, and also version A. And the paint jobs have been pretty much on point. And this one, let's see if I can show it here. See if it comes up. Yeah, it's a C3252A, and that'll be interesting. And I may or may not update this video with the one I get from Hasbro to see what number that ended up. But you know what? Let's get her out of the box. Alrighty, let's see what we've got here. Oh right, so like totally, if I make a slicey wicey somewhere right around here, I'm going to get rid of that tape. That's right, my English accent still shocks. Boom. Okay. I wonder what's under here. Oh, paper. Okay, I'm going to throw that to the side. Out you come, little lady. And of course, putting the Cobra symbol when it should be a dreadnought symbol. I'm not going to go over the art. Everyone's gone over it. I don't really care either way because it's a package. It's not particularly the world's best art, but on to the figure. Anyway, let's see. So I like to take out the accessories first. And there are going to be a lot of crinkly noises. Many apologies, yo. They tape down some things and then don't tape others. Doesn't make any sense. Alright, now I go usually head first on these. And she lost her arm. Boom! So you know what? There was another video where the exact same arm on this guy's figure kept falling off when he was reviewing. So it seems to me there's a production issue going on here. Trying to get her arm back. Please give me my arm. Give me back my arm. Doesn't seem to want to go on. Oh, there goes her head. Sweet. Production woes. There. Okay. Well, that's fine, because I didn't want that hair anyway. Oh my god. Oh. So, something fell? No. Okay. Get your act together, man. And by the way, both these arms will pop off real easily, but go back on just as easily. But that can be annoying. All right, let's take a quick peek at her accessories. See if I can zoom in. That's about as max as we go on this lens. All right, so we have her heated blade knife, the buzzsaw, a magazine, stiletto dagger, a toupee, and back of pack. Taking a closer look-see at these, as much as it is entirely possible to do. And as you can see, there's this really cool paint job on it with little gears and such. Obviously, this is for her ability to wreck things and wreak havoc and break machinery and stuff like that. So that's going to be kind of cool. And she comes with a seemingly fragile letter opener, because in case Zarana gets some fan mail, she'll be able to open that up real easy. And her somewhat bent, this thing's going to need some heat. Mine's warped. That's par for course these days. Don't know that, there we go. Yeah, so, yeah, buzzsaw thing. which is pretty much updated version of her original weapon, so to speak. And I like it. I do kind of wish this moved. That would have been super cool. But no, no, can't have cool. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna put the magazine here into the thingy bopper. There we go. Yay! Now it's a weapon. Okay. And then the back of pack. It's got a lot of nice detail. Boring kind of single color, which is what we're used to with this line. It is interesting. It's so small. It makes you wonder, just like, is it only here to, house some makeup? And obviously what it's originally supposed to do is house this blade goes in. I'm trying to figure out the best way. It's got to go in like that, or is it going like that? Yep, it only goes in one way. So there you have it. That's how it goes in. Kind of interesting. And then, of course, comes with the bouffant, her nice, lovely hairdo that won't stay in focus. Come on, buddy, you know you want to. There you go. Great detail, very soft pink. Now, little bit of trivia. And I'm about to put this on her head, by the way. The original design for Zarana, like the original back in the 80s, she was modeled after punk singer Wendy Williams of the Plasmatics. And this actually was her famous hairdo, except the bouffant was it was black and the rest was blonde. But still, they modeled her, even her face, after Wendy Williams. And if you go looking up Wendy Williams, it's a little bit not safe for work, some of her photos. So, fair warning. All right. Boom. All right, now we've got the figure set up. Let's go over some articulation. No, I'm just kidding. This is my original figure that I bought back when I was like a little kid, which apparently, there we go. And this one does react to the sun. So if you put her in the sun, her skin will begin to turn blue, which is obviously very strange. You can see the similar details are brought over. The same sort of little boots with the same kind of hint at a letter opener as a dagger. Now, this bouffant that she has here, this hairdo, pompadour, is not actually the original. This is the very quick re-release that Hasbro did. I don't know why, but the only reason I have this version, I actually bought the original, but then my stepbrother liked it better, and he had bought this version, and I thought this version looked cuter, so I traded with him, which was, of course, a very dumb thing to do. Oh, well. Oh, and before we begin, let's just take a quick peek at the other hair real quick. Now, it has a lot of really cool color apps on it. It seems like some people got more color than others. Mine was just a very light spraying here and there, and that's fine. I'm probably going to actually end up painting the other one since it's so pink. It's all right. Taking a look-see at the figure. Now, other than her arm falling off, I don't really see too many issues per se. There's a little bit of a weird molding error on my hip there. I don't know, like a scar. Maybe she got a scar. She was riding the hog too hard and she got hurt. Face seems to be well molded. I've seen on some people, theirs have a little scar on the face. Seems like mine does not. And by the way, this is literally how I'm going to pose her or display her. I kind of prefer this headed version. I'm going to see if I can do some articulation, but if I do it, I won't be able to see the camera, so I don't know if I'm getting this into focus until you see my little captions making fun of myself. Yep, she can do really good articulation there. Love that they made the female figures with the double elbows. That's huge for me. I can't stand the other figures are so limiting in what you can do because the movement stops, right there, and you can't get them to do much. Now, a lot of people have complained about an inability to T-pose because of the armor, and that's a valid point. So you have to unstick it somehow and get it to go over the ridge to get it to T-pose, but I'm going to have to get some kind of an implement or tool to do that. She's got all the regular kind of articulation you've come to expect from a GIJoe classified line. About the only problem is going to be this gaping hole in the side of her leg there, the thigh, hip. That's a bit glaring, it's a bit much, folks, but you know what? We'll live with it because hey, at least we got the figure, right? But yeah, she's got a lot of good head movement. Yeah, so much for my silliness. But man, there's a lot of detail on this thing. Let's see if I can zoom in there. It's hard. Hard to get this thing to focus where it should, and I know it can. There we go. Really good. Good details there. It's a nice, different tones of pink all the way around. Like, see, I think I'm going to spray that. Maybe do a dry brush here, and then she'll look absolutely perfect. Now, a lot of people are talking about loose hair. I'm not really having that particular issue. Paint apps, like I said, all look good. So I'm going to get her decked out. All right, there she is, all decked out, more or less. I've got her mini-me holding her weapon because that's just funny to me. But yeah, so far it's a very impressive figure. I think it's going to be one of their best. At least, man, they could have just driven it home had they, you know, not cheapened out on a couple of things like those joints falling off. That's, didn't think, I mean, they've made some of these before where the shoulder blades were somehow attached to falling down and getting hurt, you know. It's a very dangerous thing, these figures. Oh my God, what's wrong with me? All right, trying to get her back up. There we go. And so, yeah, attaching the pauldron to the, whatever the vest thing is, would have been one way to go, and then you could have, it would have been like every other figure that has pauldrons. They just kind of move up out of the way when you T-pose. But for some reason they thought, hey, you know what, let's glue it. Right, they glued it onto the shoulder, so there's a good chance that that can eventually be pulled off at some point, because, you know, no one's messed around with it long enough to know how it's going to break, right? So, you know what, let's do some comparisons. All right, so what we have here is retro-carded Baroness and Snake Eyes Origins movie failure Baroness figure. And as you can see, I mean, Baroness and Zarana are almost the same height, with I think the movie Baroness might be a hair taller. It's hard to say. I'm basically using her as a as a secretary to the Baroness. In fact, actually, I swapped belts because I liked having the red belt from the original Baroness, but I liked the shiny armor a little bit better, and the fact that she actually has color in her cheeks. And this looks better just completely straight up black with no red cobra on her. But this video is not about them, is it? All right, how about a comparison to the Scarlets? The Snake Eyes movie failure Scarlet and the second release Deco repaint Scarlet. And like I said, it's very interesting that regular Joe Scarlet is almost the same size, but from this vantage point, it looks like movie failure Scarlet is slightly shorter. Weird. And for the final GIJoe classified female comparison, we have Blue Ninja with fox face and regular Lady J. And just looking, yeah, the fox ears give her a bit of an edge in height, but not by much. And Lady J being slightly smaller. But you know what? Lots of fun up ahead. Going to make some good photography. And checking out some other lines, the Super 7 Chitara, and I know Hasbro makes the Fortnite, and I know it's a Fortnite character, but I had some Amazon points and thought, hey, what in the heck? I'll just go ahead and get it, because it's cheap. But yeah, Zarana seems to match up pretty well to that Fortnite character, but gets outclassed as far as size goes with that Super 7. Yeah, not a good match there. Well, that's just about going to wrap up my review. This is the last comparison. We finally get brother and sister together, Mr. Zartan in all of his bloodiness, and Pimp Daddy, Prophet Director Destro, here holding the Matrix of Leadership, because of course. Anyway, on to the photos!